This might be one of the best promos I've ever seen. You can get up to $100 back per eligible credit or debit card by transacting through Paze. With this, I quite literally have been able to get hundreds of items for free, from pizzas to shampoos to chargers, you name it. But this deal is not going to last forever. It ends September 10th, 2026. So in this video, I'll be walking you through everything you need to know to take full advantage of this incredible promotion. Firstly, if you haven't heard of Paze, that's because right now they're in that early marketing phase to spread the word. This is the same company that developed Zelle, and they have partnered with pretty much every major bank and some credit unions to make this happen. So as long as you have a credit card or debit card at any of these banks or credit unions, you can take advantage of this promotion. So the offer is you just need to spend over $10 through Paze at one of their eligible merchants, and you can see their full list on their website, which I'll link in the description. So as long as these transactions are over $10, including the tax, then they will reimburse you $10 per transaction, up to 10 times per eligible card. So if you're like me and you have a lot of credit cards and debit cards with these banks, then you can really make bank. Now you may be wondering, how long does it take for you to get credited back? And I'll be sharing my data points a little bit later in this video after I first show you how you can even get set up with Paze. So Paze is linked to your phone number and email. So if you have various different accounts with different banks using different emails and phone numbers, for ease of using this, I'd recommend that you just change it all to one phone number and one email so that they will all show up in your Paze wallet when you log in. Now, from my experience, a lot of my cards just got automatically added this way. I didn't have to individually add it to my Paze wallet for most of my cards, but there were a few that didn't quite make it the first time. So, for example, with Bank of America and Chase in particular, I had to go to the digital wallet section of the app or the website and individually link it to my Paze account. And with Capital One's acquisition of Discover, one of my accounts actually recently got moved over to Capital One's platform, so that one was also able to be added to Paze. It's not a completely seamless process though. For some reason, one of my Citi cards didn't get added automatically, and I wasn't able to add it in the app or the website. I even called their customer service asking for how I can get it added, and they couldn't figure it out either. And going online, it seems like it's also been other people's experience too, that some cards just simply are not getting added to Paze. If that's the case, you're not alone there. All I can say is that, well, if it is what it is, just try to get as many cards as you can added to your Paze wallet. Now, talking about my experience, how quickly the credit posted, and how to make the best use of this promotion. So starting off with how quickly the credits posted. Technically, they say allow up to 2 billing cycles to post, but from my experience, it's posted much quicker than that, thankfully. What I noticed with my debit cards is that the credit often posts almost on the same day that the transaction posts. You just may have to wait those few days for the transaction just to post. For my credit cards, it definitely varies between issuers and whether it's Visa or MasterCard. I think the longest I've seen it take is maybe about a week. So maybe give it a few business days for the transaction to post, and then maybe about a week afterwards for the credit to post. And if you have a lot of cards like I do, it may be worth trying to keep it organized in a spreadsheet where you would kind of post, okay, what the transaction was for, on what day, for what amount, and when you saw the credit posted, just to make sure that things are all aligned. I was definitely a little bit skeptical, so I started off slow, just starting with one transaction per card per day. And I would try to stick to this rule, to be honest, just for organization's sake. Paze doesn't have a direct customer service line that you can just call or chat in or email or something like that if something goes wrong. And I wouldn't count on your banks knowing what to do either if you don't get these credits. So, kind of scope it out, try a few transactions, make sure they post before proceeding. But so far, I haven't run into any issues getting credited. Now, something I did run into is sometimes I would get locked out. So, for example, when I'm particularly using Domino's pizzas to order maybe consecutive days, there are times when it says that you're not able to use Paze for some reason, and other people have mentioned this on different threads. The workaround I found is that if you just go online and log into Paze.com, open up your wallet, after logging into Paze and you go back to that merchant to transact again, it no longer has this lock. So I would try to that if you're running into some kind of restriction. Another tip I have for you is to find transactions that are just as close as possible to the $10, so you basically are effectively getting things for free. And you can do that pretty easily with certain merchants that I found. So the biggest one definitely is Newegg. If you haven't heard of Newegg, it's basically a platform where a lot of custom PC makers like to go to get parts, but amazingly, it's almost like Amazon, where they have a lot of third-party sellers basically reselling stuff that you can buy on Amazon. A lot of household consumables, albeit a little overpriced, but since it is making that $10 threshold and these are everyday items I would buy anyways, I go for them. Just make sure you check out using Paze and you see that green offer being applied. There are a few other merchants that are again a little bit more practical for everyday spend, like ShopRite, Dunkin' Donuts, Wendy's. I like to go with Domino's because if I need to bring something to a potluck, I can just use it to buy some pizzas for free basically, or for day-to-day meals, I can buy like wings or salads. And if you don't quite make the $10 threshold, you can easily just add like a sauce packet or something like that to get it to that $10 threshold. And that's all to say, any merchant that you use with Paze, you definitely want to make an account with them so that you can start racking up any membership points. The last hidden tip I can give you is a platform called Clover. A lot of these restaurants also support Paze. They just don't advertise it. Your mileage will vary. Some of these are kind of not kept up to date. I would recommend that you just download the Clover app to see which ones actually accept Paze or not. The ones on the website may say they accept Paze, but in reality they don't. So just avoid the headache. Download the Clover app. And since you still have a few weeks to take advantage of this offer, it wouldn't hurt to add a few credit cards if you can. I'll have my referral links in the description down below. You can take advantage of them to support my work and also potentially get a higher sign-up offer. If you enjoy content like this, definitely get subscribed for more credit card videos like this. Thanks for watching.